What's going on, guys? I'm back to help you win another Forza Horizon 5 trial event. We're closing out the whole World Cup thing, I believe, this week. And the trial event they gave us is called Sprint to the Finish. It is a road racing event for a select group of cars tuned to S1 spec. The cars you were able to use, off the top of my head, the 2017 Ford GT, the 2016 Porsche GT3 RS. There's one of the Aston Martin Vantages you can use. The Ferrari Pista. Let's see what else. I know the Bugatti EB110 was another option. I know I'm probably forgetting one, but those are the main options that you're able to choose from. The car I actually decided to go with was the Ford GT, 2017 Ford GT. Last week, I'm kind of bitter about last week. I recommended the Peugeot 207 S2000, and in hindsight, I probably should have just went with my initial gut instinct and used the Hoonigan Kazi V2. Disappointed myself. I think overall, they were so close, evenly matched. Like they were so close. Like I don't think one was super better than the other one. They were so close. But if I go back in time, I would have recommended the Kazi V2. I did end up putting a pinned comment with the share code for that as well, so I kind of wish I would have used that instead of the Peugeot 207, but both of them were very good choices. This week I'll be damned if I wasn't going to use an American car at some point during these World Cup events for the trials. I don't think I've used an American car yet, so I went with the Ford GT. The tune I made for it, I'll show it on screen right now. It is called Road Racing V3. I've made a few tunes for this car since this game came out, and this one is probably the best in my opinion of the ones that I've made. I did also make one for the GT3 RS. I'll also show that on the screen along with the share code if you want to use that. If you don't have the Ford GT or whatever, which I think we might have got it as a prize last week or something, so you should have it. But both cars are exceptionally well equipped to compete in this event. But I wanted to go with the Ford GT since I haven't used an American car yet. And there's some kind of misleading vehicle statistics on this game that I've noticed specifically for this event. When you look at my Porsche GT3 RS tune, it says the speed is a 7.9, and for the Ford GT it says the speed is 7.1. But when you go to the actual like tuning menu, when you're actually working on the tune, there's only like a 4 mile per hour difference. Like even with the wings and the spoilers, like they don't for these particular cars, for this setup, they don't really negate the speed at all, no matter how high or how low you have the downforce cranked. So I don't like there's like a 4 or 5 mile per hour difference, but yet the speed is the 7.9 to a 7.1. Doesn't really make any sense. That's one reason why I think the GT is better, because it's misleading. It's actually, it either should be closer to a 7.8 or the GT3 RS should be closer to like a 7.2. So I'm not really entirely sure what's going on there. But both cars handle pretty well. The GT3 brakes better. But just the sheer acceleration, 0 to 60, 0 to 100, the Ford GT has it beat. So that's the one I wanted to go with. I think it's overall, for me, it suits my driving style the most. That's the one I recommended. Either one is going to be very beneficial for you. I had to try this event several times. I finally got it completed with the help of one of my Discord members, which is always good. I love when that happens. We get teammates that know how to drive. It's great. I'm going to show footage from a couple different events, because in that particular event I got first in races 1 and 3, and then in race 2 I completely bombed it. I don't know what the heck was going on. I got 4th. I'm not going to upload footage of me getting 4th. I'm going to actually also show part of an event where I won races 1 and 2, and then I'll show race 3 from the attempt where I actually completed the trial. I don't really like mix mashing the footage like that. I've never done that before, honestly, I don't think. But I was not teammates running in you, AIs running in you, or the AIs wall riding, all sorts of shit. I'm not going to show footage of that. I'm not going to do that. It actually is going to show a better example of how this car can capably win all 3 races if you have a good grid position and you can dodge the AI and all that stuff. Either way, race 3, the one I'm going to show that I won, I was not very good in race 3. Any attempt I did, like in practice I could do so well, but when I actually got in the race, something happened. I just couldn't. I was power sliding all over the damn place, and I just couldn't really keep it on the track. So I think overall, honestly, the Porsche is probably going to be better for race 3, but the Ford GT, for my liking, is definitely better for races 1 and 2. So either way, I think those are the two best cars to use. The Pista, however you pronounce it, the Ferrari, it's also very good. It's probably the next best option. The Vantage, I haven't really seen anybody use it too much. The teammates I did have that used it weren't very good, so I'm assuming it's probably not a very good car for this event. I would steer clear of the EB110 as well. It's just not a very good car in terms of actual like track performance. It's more just like a straight line speed car. So I'm just telling you what worked for me, that you can probably find a decent winning tune for any car you choose for this event. I'm just sharing what worked for me and my preferences and that sort of thing. So if you win and get the 2014 Porsche 918 Spider, if you don't already have that, that is a very fun, fast, twitchy car to use, so it's actually a decent reward. Hopefully you guys can get all these challenges done. It's just, this is one of those ones where, I don't know if it's just me or what, but finding teammates was just not very easy of a task this week. Like finding good teammates, it's a mess. I hate when trial events are like this. I like when teammates can actually hop in and be competitive and not just, 1 out of every 10 be good. It's frustrating. Yeah, it's something. Hopefully next week's better. If you need help in any of these events, I will be trying to help people throughout the week. Hop in my Discord server. I have a link to that in the description, along with the share code if you missed it earlier. You can hop in there if you need help with any of these events. I have a few people that always are willing to help, and I'll try to help as much as I can throughout the week when I'm not working and all that stuff. Leave a like on the video if it helped you out. Hopefully it did. Let me know down in the comments what car you ultimately decided to go with, if it worked for you, if these tunes worked for you that I provided, and if you got these events completed. Let me know. All the above down in the comments. I love to hear it. Subscribe if you want more videos like this, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week for another video.